Hi guys, today let's talk about the fake Prime and alleged Traitor. Sentinel's body is primarily royal blue, with gold featured prominently as a secondary color. Along with numerous silver highlights, his profile is slender with a majestic edge, while his eyes are a bright shade of blue. He also has a golden set of wings mounted on his back, indicating his aerial alternate mode. After his true colors are revealed, Sentinel assumed a more combat-oriented battle form, or super mode, where his feet became thrusters. His wings rearranged to reveal missile launchers, and his arms permanently became blasters, while his head has a permanent battle mask. Of the Primes, only Alpha Trion would survive his greed, and the High Guard, the personal army working under the Primes, would reject him and his attempts to claim power. With his first attempt at claiming power a failure, Sentinel would move Cybertronian society underground and establish a new regime with him at the top of the chain, falsely claiming the title of Prime for himself, converting all current Cybertronians to his followers, with the exception of the High Guard, who would regularly oppose him from the shadows. Sentinel would remove the transformation cogs of all future Cybertronians before they could come online, robbing them of their species' natural ability to transform and ensuring that the only thing they could do was mine for energon to sate the quintessence. To cover up his tracks, Sentinel would only allow loyal followers to the surface to search for the Matrix to cement his rule as Prime, and any miners who disobeyed or acted out of line would be strictly punished to discourage any rebellion. During an Icon 500 race, Sentinel started the event only to notice miners Orion Pax and D16 using jetpacks to compete as racers in surprise, while Sentinel still falsely congratulated and two other miners would find a distress beacon from Alpha Trion and eventually make their way to the surface, learning the truth about him from the Prime in the process. Upon the quartet's return to Icon, Sentinel dropped all pretenses and began mocking them while destroying the evidence they received from Trion. Unfortunately for Sentinel, the truth would eventually come to light after his assistant, Arachnid, would get hacked by Elita, broadcasting his own words to the entire populace. With the truth now revealed to all Cybertronians, Sentinel finally lost it and began efforts in quashing any rebellion that started up, beginning with the quartet who revealed it. This plan got foiled by Alpha Trion coming in to save them, though Sentinel would still complete what he started by executing the last Prime while torturing a captive D16, mocking him for his worship of Megatronus. Unfortunately for Sentinel, the miners, now fully motivated by Orion Pax, would effectively counter his troops and clear the way to him, and he ultimately gets confronted by the main quartet. Despite Orion trying to save him, D16, fully incensed by the depravity of Sentinel's actions, would send his former friend to his doom, leaving the false Prime unable to do anything but desperately beg in front of the former miner. Optimus Prime would abolish his former policies and rebuild Cybertronian society, rebranding all the miners as Autobots in honor of their newly earned autonomy. However, the false Prime's machinations and greed would eventually turn Megatron for the worst, with the former miner permanently denouncing all Primes, legitimate or false, and rebranding the former High Guard as members of his new personal faction, the Decepticons. Ultimately, Sentinel's greed would forever rob the Cybertronian race of permanent peace, as the false Prime's endeavors would lead to Cybertron's historic perpetual Great War. My own opinion is, I don't like him so much, but the story of Transformers will not exist if this Scumbug Traitor will not do his part as a traitor Scumbug character in this Transformers verse. But I don't like him, ha 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 ha. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.
It's time to show him we are more than meets the eye.
We can transform!
How do we use these things? Oh, look at the wheels! I need wheels!
Woo!
Guys? That's not good.
We've got these powers for a reason.
We stand here together as one. Whoa! I got a battle mask! It appeared with this guy! Knife hands? I have knife hands! I can see that.